We're here in Nairobi and having this walk. It's a very peaceful city. Yes, back in the days I used to hear there was so much crime. Yes, there's some petty crime which happens, phone snatching, but back in the days what I heard was like these guys used to be really brutal. They could kill people, they could come in the broad day and they remove lights from the cars, and you're not gonna do anything. Yeah, but I feel like through all this time, like the security has been tightened up. Nairobi has become a very, very safe place to be, and that's why you find we walk here at night, not worried about anything. And I don't think that would be the case back in the days. So guys, we are walking through here, the Nairobi CBD, and this is mostly where you find the high-rising buildings, where they find the offices of the governing body, the government, the offices of ministries. Yeah, and you see it's a modern city. And what I like about it is I feel like Nairobi has really been planned well, because when you look at the roads, they're really huge. At least they're taking like 2 cars. Imagine in the CBD when roads are really a bit big, and it's something I feel like in Kampala is something we have to look at. You find that our roads are really narrow when it brings to the CBD, but here you find like these roads are really huge. So here you find this building. Mostly I don't know most of these buildings around here, but this building looks to be a bit old. It's a building for the Ministry of Education, and behind it there you find the KICC. So guys, we're here on the street and it's very clean around here. Look at the background, guys. Look at the background. You can see Pension Towers the other side. It's a very clean place around here. So here I think it's the parliament, the Kenyan parliament here. So we're gonna see how it looks at night. They're telling us photography is prohibited here and we are taking photography. Yeah, so guys, I think we're in the wrong here. Yeah, so let's just move. But as you can see, this is the streets. You can see KICC from here. Like I told you, KICC is so iconic around here. KICC is so iconic around here. So in case maybe you are lost and you see KICC, it's gonna really tell you where you are. Yeah, so this is the street here. Yeah, it has these, urban lights. Actually, what's funny is these lights used to be like lights which were used in London in those 1800s. So you see what Nairobi City Council is doing? They are helping with the littering. They are stopping it in a way, They are stopping the littering in a way by trying to put these litter bins, like dust bins, so that they reduce on the littering. So guys, we are passing on the street where there is a parliament, but it's hard to record because they tell us no recording. But guys, let me try to take a sneak inside. Look at that. That's the parliament with the huge watches there, and that's where the National Assembly is. Yeah, so guys, there's also a park on these sides. Yeah, it's a park. I think even where people, I think it's a parking space. It's like a park for people to come and be. So guys, look, it's a Senate. Actually, I was mistaken. This is the Senate, but I think it's also it's where the Senate sits. But look, you'll see the other side. You see all those amazing buildings. Look at the Kenyan skyline. That's the Britam Towers. Look at the Kenyan flags flying high. Yeah, you are in Kenya when you see that flag. It's a really famous flag. Kenya has been producing many athletes. Kenya is producing it's mostly athletes. The famous Kipchoge. Yeah, I heard that he has a car named in his name. Yeah, so here they are showing us this is a city way. What we have been passing about is the Parliament Road. Yeah, so look at how spacious this place is. Let's take a time to take it in. Spacious. and all this is in Nairobi. And I'm gonna tell you guys, Nairobi is so huge. Nairobi is really so huge. So yeah, there's a matatu passing around. Guys, look at this. It's a matatu. This is where you find the matatu culture in Nairobi. Yeah, look at these matatus, you know. Guys, Nairobi is huge, but from here you can see those buildings from the other side. Yeah, so that was the Parliament Road which we are taking. And yeah, you see the Bunga House there. That was the Senate. Pension towers around there. You find so many streets in Nairobi like this, which branch from the main streets. Yeah, you see that, you know, it's a very organized city, a modern city. That's Nairobi for you. Yeah, and you also see many brands around here. Nairobi grooms. Find yourselves Texados. Look at this. And also the thing I've seen about Nairobi is they are very good at designing these like, how can I call them, the signs you put on your shops, on your brands. I feel they are really good in that art, you know. I think, you know, it's a capitalist society, so you have to attract your customers as much as you can. So this is another street also. Look at how these shallies are looking. And today it's time for people to come out, you know. So people are really wearing, you know, to kill. But guys, look at that, you know. People have really decorated. This is a shop. So like, for sure, if you're really someone who wants to buy something, you'll be really made to buy, you know. Unconscious, you'll be forced to buy because of the way how good it looks. So you can see there, that building, you know, protrudes through the skyline, you know. If you protrude through the skyline. Yeah, so guys, that's the beautiful designs for this place. I think it's the light center, and they're trying to show you that the lighting, they are very good at that. That's what they are very good at. So look at there are those towers there. They look like courts in a way. And this is a street where you find that emblem, the Nairobi City County. I think this is one of the main streets here in Nairobi. Yeah, so right now the traffic is not crazy because many people have come out of the city. Yeah, people are ready from work, so you don't find a very crazy jam. But Nairobi can be full of people, you know. And yeah, let this not deceive you, because many people have now left town. Yeah, look at the IM Towers, you know. I think this is one of the tallest buildings in Nairobi. It is so high, you know. It's a blue in color, and yeah, it's a very amazing landmark. If you are here in Nairobi, it's an amazing landmark. Look at it. Look at the skyline here. I think this is a place you find very, very tall buildings around in Nairobi. So let's yeah, so the security is good. You find police officers are trying to walk through, you know. Police officers are trying to walk through around here. Hello, sir. Yeah, police officers are trying to walk through. So that's what I'm talking about, security. It used to really be bad back in the days, but I'm telling you right now, security is quite amazing. But there's this thing I'm seeing about Nairobi. They have so many streets, and yeah, it makes the CBD look amazing. But also it's tricky for someone if you are new here, you can really get lost from here. You can really get lost. But like I told you, there are so many brands around here. You find the Chicken Inn, like the Pizza Inn, hotels. And also, what the thing that I've noticed a lot is there are quite so many hotels around here in Nairobi. Yeah, there are really so many hotels around here in Nairobi. I think it's because of, I think Nairobi has over like 7 or 9 million people. Guys, you can correct me in the comment section, but I think that's the number of the population here, and that makes it to be, having so many accommodation places, hotels, and all that stuff. So you find this side is not well lit. Yeah, I think these are the darker areas of Nairobi CBD. So guys, so even though Nairobi is safe, it doesn't kill to be really vigilant. So guys, when you're here in Nairobi, try to be vigilant. Yes, it's safe, but try to be vigilant. You never know who's targeting you, and it's better to stay safe. Having some music. I found someone here, a musician. He's a young man, trying to make it here on the street. Yeah, that's really amazing. So I'm gonna try to give him something, Yeah, so.
So you do your own music, these are your own songs?
Yeah, I'm a singer, songwriter, and a very serious musician.
Oh, that's great, man. I like the song you sang. That's why I stopped at. Thankful. So that people can find your music online?
Yes, people can find my music on YouTube, Emanuela Music Kenya, on Spotify, Emanuela Music Kenya, on Instagram, Emanuela_music. We can connect through that.
Maybe I was mistaken. I think she's a lady. Yeah, I think she's a lady. So guys, you can go out and check her out. It's like Emanuela Music. She's like Emanuela Music. You can go check her out. Yeah, but you have to survive in this economy. You have to survive, and I'm happy that artists are finding ways to survive. As artists, you pass through so much. You're trying to pursue your dream, but you don't have the money. So you have to eat, you have to pay bills. So people are getting creative, and I like what she's doing, and let's wish her the best. Guys, you can go and follow her. You can go and try, support any way you can, and unearth all that potential in her, and be part of her journey as she makes it into music stardom in a way. So guys, there's also Family Bank Towers. So there's a bank here. There's also ABSA here. ABSA around here. So guys, this is Nairobi for you. This is also another street. It's called Muyindi Mbigu Street. This is Muyindi Mbigu Street. It's like I've told you, the streets around here are so many. You can't really count them. And if you don't know this place, So guys, this is also another area here in the CBD. Look at those high-rising buildings here. It's another area here. I think that's Hazima Trading Center. This is also another street. I cannot imagine how many streets I have gone through around here. The Habibi Bank, Zurich. Guys, Nairobi is really big. Airtel shop. It's amazing that you find that the Airtel shop is not. You find that it's amazing to find that Airtel is not like the big force like it is in Uganda. Here you find like there's a huge monopoly of business by Safaricom, and yeah, these other guys are just trying to catch up. Yeah, like Airtel, there's also another one called Telcom. They're really trying to catch up. Yeah, so yeah, that's the telecommunications market here. But look at those lights there, you know, they're illuminating the way around here. But like I've told you, Kenyans have a way, they have these, I don't know guys, I don't know, I'm not sure, the word has really escaped my mind, but these signs which they put on top of their shops, you know, they have really artistically made, and I feel like, yeah, it's something we can think of also. But check out this design. This is a restaurant. It's more of like a neon thing. I don't know how they call it. Miss my Habibi. I don't know, but look where I'm passing, you know. The elegance around here. Look at the way they have made the walls be. Look, it's called Habibi Heaven. It's called Habibi Heaven, and their roots they have made to be on the wall. Guys, that's how you manage in this capitalist society. This is how you manage to get customers in this capitalist society. Look how grand those buildings are there on this street. I've told you Kenyan streets are quite so many. There are quite so many, you know. So if you're a foreigner, if you don't have Google Maps, you may find yourself getting lost. Yeah, so let's take this other street around here and see how it happens here. So there's a pharmacy around here. Hello sir, how are you doing? Say hi here. So guys, one thing our Ugandan brothers here, just know we have CJs here in Kenya, and it's really also one of the biggest, it's one of the biggest restaurants around here. Yeah, look at it, CJ. It's one of the biggest restaurants here, and it's amazing, and you feel proud to find a Ugandan brand which is right now trying to cross borders. I think they have established themselves around here in Kenya, and let's hope for them to go to other East African countries, and one day they take over the whole of Africa. But it's amazing seeing CJs here, that you can come here and try something you can also try in Uganda by a Ugandan brand. Guys, that's CJ around here. Yeah, and it's really busy. It's really busy here. Guys, we're here crossing the road, and traffic. I'm running not to be knocked down. Guys, you know, like I think it's the traffic in any other country. Yeah, I mean, like in Africa, in the countries I've been in Africa, it's always crazy crossing the road. Yeah, but I feel like you can adopt something I saw in America. Like these guys are really like respectful of people who are passing, who are crossing the road. So someone will always stop the car and allow you to cross. I think this is something we can adopt here in Africa, in our cities, because you find men here you have to just run, you know. You don't want to be knocked down, you know. So yeah, this is in Kampala, in Nairobi, in many African cities. I don't know about Rwanda, I've not been there, but I feel like maybe in Rwanda it's kind of different. But yeah, this is Nairobi for you guys at night. We're taking this walk at night. I've told you, like, these guys have very nice I've forgotten the name of how they call them, but there's signs which, you know, show the shop. They are really amazing. Look at that. Look at that. And guys, also these people, they have Ruby's petrol station. It's also here in Nairobi, and I've seen a couple around here in Nairobi. Yeah, look at those buildings here in the CBD. So guys, we are trying to walk through all this side of the the uptown area of the CBD. Yeah, it's the area in Nairobi where you are not going to find so much congestion of people when you compare it with the downtown area. Yeah, so downtown is where you're gonna find so many people, you know, congested in the streets. Yeah, so guys, yeah, so there are so many, you know, brands around here. I don't know if we have Art Cafe in Uganda. I'm not really sure about that. But guys, yeah, welcome to Nairobi. Welcome to Nairobi. There's also this amazing building around here. Yeah, like I've told you, there's something about the buildings around here. And last time we found these people who are cleaning these buildings. So the buildings are really clean, and the buildings are clean, I think, because they clean them, and yeah, they are really built with art. People here who build, they try to put in some art when they are really building. Yeah, so all this is the Nairobi, this side of the CBD. So guys, Nairobi is big. Imagine all this time I'm walking all this time. So guys, yeah, this is Nairobi for you. So we have come here up close, this tower called IM Tower. Guys, look at where it ends in the Nairobi skyline. So huge, so elegant. Guys, this is Nairobi. Opposite is this other building here. So yeah, this is Nairobi. So guys, this is how the night looks like when you are here in Nairobi. This is how the night looks like when you're here in Nairobi. Yeah, so we come back to the streets and it looks amazing. Look guys, this is very huge street. I don't know how they call the avenue, but guys, look at this span up to this side. The street looks amazing. Let's try to cross. This is Nairobi for you guys. This street is huge. And guys, I think this is where we're gonna come to the end of our video.